The Tubbyland Archives is the first act of a semi-old FNaF series, serving as a remake of the iconic FNaF game Five Nights at Tubbylands. Nearly 9 years separate the original and the remake, and that time has clearly allowed the developer to develop their skills, shown by comparing their game jolt pages. But are these games actually any good? Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to find out here. So, if you're interested, join me as we take a deep dive into the Tubbyland Archives Act 1. The game starts us off with an opening cinematic with a recorded message from the CEO. He tells us that we got the job because we were the only person who even applied. He mentions to us that Joey, the phone guy, will set us up with our uniform and explain our job instructions. After the call, we get a camera view of Dipsy, and it truly shows how withered down these animatronics have been over time. Without much warning, we're thrown straight into night 1. Before we begin the game, I would like to acknowledge the small details in the office, like if we press Dipsy's nose, he'll say this.
I like paper clips.
The office has a lot going on, so let me break it down a bit. There's 2 doors, one to our left and one directly in front of us that we can't close. To our right, we have a hiding spot where we can take cover from threats that enter our office. And trust me, it'll come in handy soon. On the left, there's a camera that is extremely dark and needs to be lit up, along with a reboot and restarting system. The reboot system is used to restart the camera since they usually shut down throughout the night. This can be especially stressful when you need to keep an eye on Poe through the cameras. Lastly, there's the intercom system, which functions similarly to the one in FNaF 3.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now you may be wondering what else could there possibly be in this game that you guys need to see.
The only animatronic in game that requires the intercom system is Poe, and Poe is the only enemy that we have to deal with for night 1. Poe is blind and has his eye sockets ripped out so he can't see. We must use the intercom system to lead him away from our office. Night 1 was fairly easy once I got the hang of it. The idea here is to stall Poe on the camera. When he moves, use the intercom system and he'll move back. The AI levels really aren't high on this night, so I got through it on my first try. After the night, we get a cutscene of Dipsy, and our objective is to find Nunu. If you don't know who Nunu is, he's a vacuum that usually cleans up after the Teletubbies. After a bit, I found Nunu sleeping in the back room. The cutscene ended, and I really liked this cutscene. It reminded me of the ones from FNaF 3. 7 out of 10 at best. After waking up Nunu, the second night begins. When the night starts, we're called by the phone guy again. He informs us that 2 new animatronics have been added. Lala, also known as the one without a head, and Nunu the vacuum. The phone guy warns us that Lala is very hostile and won't fall for the intercom system. If we encounter Lala, we need to hide. This is where the closet comes in handy. If we see Lala at one of our 2 entrances, we must immediately hide in the closet. However, Lala can be tricky and might hide in the middle room between the 2 entrances. When this happens, it wastes valuable time which could have been spent watching Poe on the monitors. The other animatronic we have to deal with during this night is Nunu. Nunu isn't really much of a threat, but more of an obstacle to prevent us from camping in the closet. If we stay in the closet for too long, Nunu will kill us and end our run. When I first played this night, I thought it was too hard and the developer should put more effort into it, but after completing the game and seeing how hard the AI levels get on later nights, I honestly respect the developer for setting the tone of the game here. Around 5:40 a.m. during the night, something unexpected happened the phone guy didn't tell me about. I was so confused and all I could do was flash him with the light, and somehow it worked. With only a few seconds left on the clock, I managed to survive the night. This was a huge surprise since the phone guy never mentioned him becoming active. I really love how the game introduced him in the final moments of the night. It was a great way to prepare us for night 2. After beating the night, we got our second cutscene of the game. This time we take control of Poe, with the objective of finding Nunu. Just like last time, I searched for a while going through the rooms until I finally found him sucking on the custard machine. Pause, but the game claims that he was just refilling it. With that, the cutscene ends and we move on to night 3. Night 3 introduces us to the purple one, also known as Tinky Winky. Unlike the others, he doesn't have legs, so if we spot him crawling around the building on the cameras, you need to flash him with your light. According to the phone guy, he hates loud noises. Strangely enough, the light makes more noise than the intercom system, but hey, that's game logic. I think his mechanic is interesting, but it could have been handled a bit better since I'm usually flipping through the cameras to keep track of the animatronics and I usually just spot them in time. So he never actually was a threat to me. That said, I know other players struggled with this night, but I found this night pretty manageable after a few tries. After completing night 3, we get our third cutscene of the game, where we take control of Lala. Our objective is to find Nunu. I searched around for a while until I finally found Nunu taking out the trash. If the cutscenes aren't making much sense to you right now, don't worry, they'll start to come together soon. After the cutscene ends, the phone guy calls us again. He tells us that he's figured out something about the animatronics, and that this company goes way deeper than he initially thought. After revealing this, he informs us that the final animatronic has been activated. The green Teletubby, Dipsy, has now been activated. The phone guy warns us that the only way to deal with him is to stay out of sight. Before the phone call ends, the CEO interrupts the phone guy and he starts asking about some missing files and if he took any of them. The phone guy denies this, but it doesn't seem like the CEO trusts him, and he insists that he comes after hours tomorrow to watch over the animatronics. I don't know, man, I wouldn't trust the CEO. After the night 4 call ends, tonight is a lot of trial and error of having to juggle all the animatronics perfectly because of the way that Dipsy works. Dipsy will play laughing cute like what Freddy does in FNaF. Every time you hear this, Dipsy is getting deeper and closer into your office. Dipsy has at least 4 to 5 phases, and when I first played this night, I had no idea when he would enter my office. This night requires both luck and skill, as you have to juggle all the mechanics flawlessly. It is incredibly difficult, and I had to attempt it multiple times, progressing little each by day. After beating it, I can confidently say that it was not balanced at all. It felt more like a night 6 rather than a night 4. After night 4, we get our 4th cutscene of the game. In this cutscene, we take control of Tinky Winky with the objective of finding Nunu. I went through the building until I found something really disturbing. I caught Nunu cleaning up a spill. I wonder who spilled that, Nunu. After the night 4 cutscene, we get to move on to night 5, and it's terrifying. As soon as the night begins, the phone guy warns us that the CEO tricked him into coming to work tomorrow. He says that all the animatronics are out for blood, but before he can finish, the call ends abruptly with
company records, the explosion, what happened last night, it's all adding up. This place is one massive cover. The CEO's
GG's in chat, bro. The phone guy did not deserve this. Night 5 was basically just all the skills you've achieved from the game into one difficult gameplay loop. You must have amazing RNG and good reaction type to beat this night, but after 2 hours, I completed this night on a whim. As we load into the minigame section for the last time, we are tasked with finding Nunu. I roamed around the building for a while until we get to see the phone guy getting jumped by all the Teletubbies. After this, we get our paycheck for $248.
Nice.
But here's where the problem comes, because we have to go back. No, I can't leave now. I can't. I just listened to somebody getting murdered. They're responsible. I can't let them get away with this. I have to go back. I have to. Maybe he's still alive. But if not, I can't let his death be in vain. Maybe those documents he mentions are still there. I might be able to use those. It's worth a shot. What's one more night gonna hurt? I'ma keep it a buck with y'all. I did not beat Night 6. I'm more of a casual FNaF player. I don't do max modes and stuff like that. They usually keep getting on my nerves and make me stop liking the games. And Night 5 was already hard enough. It took me a very long time, so I decided that for the best, I'll just use another creator's footage. So after completing Night 6, you get loaded into another minigame where you have to find all 10 of the files while being hunted by all the Teletubbies. After completing this, you'll be rewarded with 1 penny wheel. And I can say this is not worth it at all, bro. Now we are at the end of the game where you get to see the extra menu and you can see all the designs of the characters. It truly shows that this game had a lot of passion put into it. I truly like this game and can't wait until the next installment. I would like to thank you for getting to the end of this video and watching everything. And let me know next time in the comments what I should play next. And until next time, stay alive and goodbye.